The lost episode of Peg plus Cat, the counting game. I'm not someone who gets scared easily. I'm a math tutor, actually. Numbers are my world. But what I saw in this lost episode of Peg plus Cat shattered everything I thought I knew about the show, and reality, how it started. I found the episode on a dark corner of the internet, buried beneath a pile of cursed files labeled with names like Sonic.exe and Ben Drowned. The title was simple, The Counting Game. I assumed it was just some weird fan edit, but from the first frame something was off. The disturbing imagery. The episode opened with Peg and Cat standing in their familiar bright, colorful world, but their smiles were frozen, eyes unnervingly wide, almost empty. The math problems weren't simple addition or subtraction. They were grotesque equations, mixing numbers with disturbing phrases. Count the screams, subtract your fears, multiply your regrets. The background music was warped, a twisted remix of the show's cheerful tune, distorted and slowed until it was almost unrecognizable. CREEPYPASTA references. Suddenly, the screen flickered violently. The scene cut to a flickering, pixelated figure, an unmistakable troll face grinning maliciously, whispering, "Math isn't just numbers, kid. It's the calculus of chaos." The episode's narrator began quoting infamous CREEPYPASTA lines, warped and twisted. "You thought you were solving problems? No. You were creating monsters." Every step Peg took multiplied shadows behind her, grotesque faces emerging from darkness, some with text bubbles quoting classic creepypasta. "I'm lurking in your calculator. Your sums will be your undoing." Horror unfolds. Cat's usual cheerful meow became a chilling growl. The numbers on the screen began bleeding red, dripping like fresh wounds. Peg's counting turned into screams, echoing endlessly. The math board filled with cryptic, unsolvable equations. One read, "Solve for the price of your soul." Suddenly, the screen went black. Shock and awe ending. When the image returned, Peg's face was no longer a friendly cartoon. It was a hollow void, an endless black hole where her eyes should be. Cat was nowhere to be seen. Instead, a whispering voice echoed, "You counted wrong. Now you belong to the game." The episode ended with a flash of text. This was never a children's show. And then the screen went dead. Aftermath. I tried to find out more. The upload vanished overnight. No record exists anywhere. Those who watched reported nightmares, feelings of being watched, and a strange obsession with counting things around them. Some games aren't meant to be played. Some numbers shouldn't be counted, and some episodes should never be found. Aftermath, the people affected. The few who claim to have watched the counting game share eerily similar stories. Most of them were initially curious, skeptics drawn by the dark lore surrounding the episode, but what followed was far from curiosity or entertainment. One viewer, a college student studying mathematics, reported an overwhelming paranoia. Every time he tried to focus on numbers or equations, shadowy figures would flicker in the corners of his vision. He heard counting whispers in empty rooms, low, guttural, impossible to silence. Another described sudden, violent nightmares, where numbers clawed their way from the darkness, dragging him into a world where the laws of math twisted into unspeakable horrors. When awake, he found his fingers and toes inexplicably counted in bruises and scars, arranged in cryptic patterns. Perhaps the most chilling report came from a mother who caught her child staring blankly at the wall, whispering the distorted troll face, quote, "You belong to the game." The child refused to speak or eat, only drawing endless sequences of numbers that made no sense. Numbers that, when rearranged, spelled out a chilling message in an ancient script nobody could decipher. Attempts to seek help were futile. Mental health professionals were baffled, and in some cases, refused to believe the stories were connected to a cartoon episode. Internet forums dedicated to the lost episode became hubs for disturbing confessions and strange symbols appearing in user avatars and posts, symbols uncannily similar to those seen during the episode.